So till now you have seen that how we can implement stack using either arrays or linked list. So say we want to implement stack using arrays. So this is our array, right? And I need to push these elements inside array. This is our stack, like this is how our stack should look. Okay, so these elements can be inserted like this: 1 2 3 4. Whenever you need to delete some element, this element will be removed. Whenever you need to insert something, something will be inserted here, like the element will be inserted here, right? So this is how we can implement stack using arrays. Now let's come to how we can implement stack using linked list. Okay, so say we have the similar stack here as well: 1 2 3 4. And how we can do it in case of linked list. So the top element will be our head node. So this is our head, right? Then we have 3, then 2 and 1, right? And this will be null. We know this thing, right? Okay, so this is how we can implement stack using linked list. So if we want to remove some element, this element will be removed. If we want to insert something, an element will be inserted here and this will become our head node, right? And if we want to check the top element, so this element will be our top element, right? So this is how we can implement stack using either arrays or either using linked list. Now what we need to do, we need to implement stack using queues, right? So let's see how we can do that. Okay, so first let's discuss how stacks and queues works, like how we can do operations on them. So say this is a stack. It contains these elements 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? And this is a queue which contains these elements 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? Now let's say I want to insert something inside a stack. So how I can do that? Say I want to insert 5. So the element will be inserted here, right? So 5 will be inserted here, okay? Now say I want to remove something from the stack. So the last inserted element will be removed because we know that stack follows LIFO operation, that is last in first out, right? So this 5 should be removed, okay, after this operation. Now say I want to check the top element of stack. So which is the top element now? I think 4 is the top element because 5 has been removed. So it will return me 4, okay? Now let's check it for Q. I want to insert something, say I want to insert 5 again. So where it will be inserted? It will be inserted at the end, okay? Now I want to pop something. So in case of Q, we follow FIFO operation, right? So the element will be removed from the first, like the first inserted element will be removed first, okay? So one has been inserted and which is the top element. So in Qs, we have the front element, like we can consider top as front and the front element is this one, like the first element, the first inserted element, which is 2. Okay, so we have differences in case of stack and queues. Like if you want to pop something, in case of stack, the last element will be popped out. And in case of queues, the first element will be popped out, right? Okay, in case of top, the last element will be returned, and in case of queues, the first element will be returned. So now we know one thing that because in one stack and one queue we have differences. So we can't use one queue to implement a stack because both of them have different functionalities. So what we need to do, we need to use two queues and let's see if that works or not, right? Okay. Okay, so let's say we need to create this stack, okay? It contains 1, 2, 3 and 4 elements. So for instance, create a queue and say this is Q1 and take another queue, okay? So now what we need to do, simply whenever the element come, whenever we need to insert an element, insert it inside Q1. So I have inserted 1 here, then 2 came, then I inserted 2 here, then 3 and then 4, right? So basically push operation should not take any other like different things, like it should be similar like we have to do, right, in case of stacks as well. So push operation would be similar to stacks, like we do in stacks. Similar thing will be done here as well. Now say I want to pop something. Now what I can do? So in case of stacks, 4 should be removed eventually, but in case of Q1, like in case of queues, what will happen if I pop something from here? 1 will be removed, but I don't want 1 to be removed from here. So I can do one thing. Let me copy these queues here. 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? And this is Q2, which is empty. So do one thing, until Q1 size is not 1, remove all the elements from Q1 and push them inside Q2. So remove 1 from here and 1 will be pushed here, then 2 and 3, right? Now which element is left out? The last element is left out, right? And which is the top of the stack. Now what we can do, you can simply remove, you can do q1 dot pop, like this element will be removed, and then you can change the names of the queue, like make it q2 and make it q1 again. Okay, so if we'll see the status of q1 and q2, so it will be q1 will be 1, 2 and 3, and q2 will be empty, right? And this is what we wanted. We want to remove this element, and this element has been removed in this case, right? Okay, now say I want to return the top element. Okay, so how I can do that? So basically no element should be deleted, but 3 must be returned. But in case of queue, what happens? 1 should be returned, like in case of queues, but in case of stack we have to return 3. As we are implementing stack here, so our approaching output should be 3 itself, right? So how we can solve that? Again, do the similar things. Remove 1 from here and push it inside q2, then remove 2 and push it inside q2 again. Now I need to return this element. I don't need to delete this, I just need to return the element. So just store this element inside some temp variable, right? And then do q1 dot pop. So I have removed this element from here and stored it inside temp. Now you can store the temp inside q2. You can do q2 dot push, and you can push temp inside it. So 3 will come here, and in temp we have our third element. So you can simply return temp, right? So what we have done here, we have performed 3 operations, that is push, pop and top, right? So push is similar, like in case of stacks we do. Pop and top involves a second queue, right? These operations are involving a second queue. That basically means that a queue with an extra queue is behaving like stack, right? A single queue is different, but if we take another queue with a queue, it will start behaving like a queue. Like we can, sorry, it will start behaving like a stack, right? So this is how we can implement it. So now let's check another case, okay, in which I want pop and top operations to be same, and I just want to change the push operation, right? So in this case, we'll be involving 2 queues, and in these cases, uh, like we'll be working with q1 only. Okay, so now let's see how we can do that. Okay, so say we want to make a stack something like this. It should contain these elements. Okay, so again take 2 queues. This is q1 and this is q2, right? So initially both of these will be empty. Now say I want to insert one inside it. So insert one inside q1. Okay, now say I want to insert 2 inside it. So what will happen if I insert 2 here? So it will again become the task that we have done in the previous case, right? So now we need to change our push operation. So we can do one thing, just push 2 inside this queue, okay, and pop the elements from q1 and push it after that. And then change the names of q1 and q2, make it q1 and make it q2, right? Okay, so now again a status of q1 and q2 is something like this. This is q1 which contains these elements, and this is q2 which is empty, right? Okay, now let's say another element come, that is 3. So again I need to push it inside q2. So this is my q1 which contains 2 and 1, and this is my q2 which contains 3, right? So do one thing, remove this element, push it here, then remove this element, then again push it here and make it q1 and make it q2, right? Then again 4 came, so insert 4. This is the status, this is q1, right? This is q1 and q2 is again empty. Okay, so push 4 here again and do one thing, pop this element from here and push it here, then pop this element and push it here, and then pop the last element and again push it here, and make it q1 again and make it q2 again, right? So now the status is something like this. This is my q1 and this is my q2, and q2 is empty and my q1 contains these elements. This is 3, this is 1, right? Now what I need to do, say I want to pop something from the stack, right? So which element should be popped? 4 should be popped out. And if I want to pop something from q1, which element should be popped? I think 4 should be popped out, right? So in this way, changing the push operation can help in keeping our pop operation preserved, we can say. We just need to make some changes to push operation, and pop operation will perform like the way that we want, right? So okay, so as we want to remove 4, 4 will be removed, okay? So I have popped out one element. Now I want to check the top element, right? Or I can call it as front in case of Q. So which is the top element of stack? 3 is the top element. So 3 should be returned. Now let's see what is the front element of Q1. So 4 has been removed. I think 3 is the front element of Q1, right? So 3 will be returned. So we have two cases, right? Okay, so what is the first case? I can let my first push operation to be similar, like the one that we do in case of stack, and change the pop and top operations, right? This is the first case. So change them. And how to change them? We can include two queues, right? Include two queues here. Okay. And the second case is we can change our push operation, change this, right? And make pop and let pop and top be same, right? These will be same. So these are the two cases how we can implement stack using queues, right? Now let's write code for them. Because our first case when we are changing the push operation and pop and top are same, right? So let's come here. Say I want to push 1. Okay. Let's write the operations first. Then push 2, then push 3, and then push 4. Okay. And then pop, then top, and then again pop, right? Okay. So what should happen actually? 1, 2, 3, and 4. These should be pushed inside our queue, right? And if we want to pop something, this should be popped out. Then top, then 3 should be returned here, right? And again, if I want to pop something, then 3 should be popped out, right? So our stack should remain something like this. 1 and 2 should be remained, right? So this should be a stack, right? Now let's see if this thing is happening or not, right? Okay. So what's happening? Say you want to push something. So you have two queues. This is Q1 and this is Q2, right? So what you are doing here, push X inside Q1, sorry Q2. So X is 1, so I have pushed it inside Q2, right? Now until Q1 is not empty, right? This statement. But Q1 is empty here, so we don't need to do anything. You just need to do one thing, change the names of Q1 and Q2. So make it Q2 and make it Q1, right? Okay. Again, I want to push 2. So what I need to do, push 2 inside Q2. So this is Q2 this time. So I have pushed 2 inside Q2, right? Until Q1 is not empty. So Q1 has one element. So I need to push all the elements of Q1 inside Q2 and pop it from Q1. So pop it from Q1 and push it inside Q1. Sorry, Q2. Right? Again, make them as Q1 and Q2, which is done in this part, right? Okay. Then we have push 3. So again I need to, okay, let's write Q1 and Q2 here. So this is Q1 and this is Q2, right? Now I again need to push 3. So if I want to insert 3, it will be inserted at Q2. So insert 3 here. And then until Q1 is not empty, remove all the elements from Q1 and insert them inside Q2. So remove 2 first, then it will be inserted here and 1 like this, right? And then we need to change the names again. So make it Q2 and make it Q1. So the status of Q1 and Q2 is like this: 3, 2, 1. And this is Q2, which is empty, right? Again, I need to push 4. So what will be done? We need to insert 4 inside Q2. And until Q1 is not empty, remove all the elements of Q1 and push them inside Q2, right? So remove 3 from here, insert 3 here. Then 2 and then 1, right? So again, we need to change the name. So make it Q2 and make it Q1, right? So the status is Q1 is 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Q2 is empty, right? Okay, now I need to pop something. So if I need to pop something, we'll check if Q1 is empty. Q1 has some elements, it is not empty, okay? Then Q1 dot pop. So which element will be popped out? 4 should be popped out, right? Okay. Then I need to check the top element and it should be 3, right? Okay, so let's check if it is 3 or not with the help of this thing. Okay, so first of all, I need to check if Q1 is empty. No, Q1 has elements. Now return Q1 dot front, which is the front element of Q1. This has been removed. 3 is the front element. So it will return 3, right? And this we wanted as well, right? Okay, so it will return 3. Then I need to again pop, right? Our last operation. So what should be removed out? 3 should be removed out because our Q1 is 3, 2 and 1 and we are doing Q1 dot pop, so 3 will be removed and it will be left with this thing which we wanted, right? Okay, so this was the case 1. Now let's discuss the code for case 2. Okay, so this is our case 2 where we need to change pop and top operations, okay? So again, let's write the same statements, same operations, and we need to perform these, okay? Push 4, then we need to pop out, then I need to return the top element and then again pop out. So it should be 3 and we should have 1 and 2 right inside the stack. Okay, let's see if it happens or not. So I need to push 1. So this is the push function here. So make two queues, q1 and q2. Okay, I need to push 1. Simply go to q1 and push 1. Okay, then push 2. Again go to q1 and push 2. In the similar way, push 3 and push 4, right? Okay, so these operations are being done, right? Now let's come to pop. How we can pop an element. Okay, so first of all, we'll check if the queue is already empty, then we don't need to do anything. Else we need to do something. As we have discussed, we need to left with only the last element and remove all the elements from Q1 and insert them inside Q2, right? So similar thing is done here. What we need to do until Q1 dot size is not equal to 1, we need to remove these elements, okay? So remove 1, insert 1 here, then remove 2, insert 2 here, then remove 3 and insert 3 here, right? And then we need to do q1 dot pop. So q1 is left with 4 only, so pop 4, right? So pop, 4 has been removed, right? And then what we need to do, we simply need to change the names, okay? Make this q1 and make this q2, right? Like this. Okay, so this is a handle in this part. Okay, so again I need to check for the top element. Okay, so right now the status of my queues is like this. This is q1 and this is q2, and q1 contains 1, 2 and 3, right? And q2 is empty. Okay, so how to check for the top element? First we need to check if our queue is empty, then we need to return -1 or any number that is mentioned in the question, right? If it is not the case, then what we need to do? Again, we need to pop all the elements until q1 dot size is not equal to -1, right? Sorry, 1, 1, sorry. q1 dot size is not equal to 1. So remove these elements, remove 1, place it here, remove 2, place it here. Now what we need to do? Int temp is equal to q1 dot front. q1 has only one element now, so temp will contain q1 dot front, which is 3, right? Then do q1 dot pop. Remove this 3 from q1, okay? And then push temp inside q2. So this temp is 3, so push it inside q2, right? And then again change the names. So make it q1 and make it q2, right? So this is our status of q1 and q2 now. This is q1 and this is q2. So it is 1, 2 and 3 and it is empty. Then what we need to do? Simply return temp. So we need to return temp and temp is 3. Okay, so we need to return temp here, which is 3. And this was a desired output as well. Okay. Okay, now let's discuss the last operation. And after this operation, our stack should look something like this, right? Our queue should look something like this, I mean to say. Okay, so this is our queue. Okay, and now we need to pop it, right? So again, we will check if our queue is empty. So our queue is not empty. Then we'll come to this condition. and remove the elements until the size of q1 is 1. Okay, so remove 1, insert 1 here, then remove 2 and insert 2 here, right? Okay, so this is the case now. Then you need to do q1 dot pop. So pop this element from here. Okay, so now q1 is empty and change the name. So this is q2. Okay, and this is q1. Yeah. So this is the status q1 and q2, and q1 contains 1 and 2 and it is empty. And again, these are both same things, right? So this is how we can implement stack using two queues. We have two different operations. Either we can change the push operation or we can change the top and pop operation. Okay, thank you.